Hey guys, Luke and I'm here to do another episode of going over my Supercoach. I don't know how to even name it, but anyways, that's what we're going to be doing, going over the league, going over who I've got, and yeah, just pretty much what happened in the league. So take a look at the table here, and I've got my team here, and then I've got the table, so I've got two separate tabs if you're wondering what they are. So I'm in second spot, another win. We have a look here, defeated the Opportunity Takers 839, and I actually have beaten twice in another league. So not the best week for me actually in terms of actual points. Got in the 900, so quite disappointing. You can see they're 966. Obviously, Gallon, my captain, didn't play, so I suppose that was a big loss. But anyways, we moved up one spot. Russian Rockers have moved up 3 spots, but let's not worry about that. The head-to-head stuff's not that important, or none of it's really important. But ranking by total points, I think I've dropped down one. I believe I was in second spot there before. Demolitions retained their spot, I think, and Russian Rockers still up there. Had a very good round, over 1,100, near enough to the 1,200 as well. So very, very good score by him, or her, whatever. Looks like a him, Blake. But anyways, let's have a look. Well, I suppose let's have a look who plays in round 8 for us. So I'm going to be taking on Chicken Loveheart, who doesn't look like he's too good. I should be able to beat him. Average per round 676, so I think I should have them. Probably one of the ones who made a side and then doesn't really update it, but yeah, I think we're definitely going to win that one. Also, there's all the other results if you want to see who you take on, that sort of stuff. Moving on to my side, if you take a look at my scores for round 7, so Segeyaro ended up becoming the captain. Lichaa moved in as the auto emergency, obviously only got 20. Compared to whatever Gallon would have usually got, which, well, he's got an average of 78, so, you know, that probably would have gone over 1,000 had Gallon played. Obviously didn't happen, and I think they just take whoever's the lowest scoring person off your bench. But in terms of really good games, Carter played a really good game. Orbison, who we brought in last week, great game. Tuvasa Shek was a bit below average than what he usually is. Aiken sort of just there, and I'll get to Aiken in a second. Thursday, not his best week, but still getting some points. And Maloney killed it. Great signing last week. As soon as Mbai scored those 2 tries and killed it for Bulldogs, I was like, fuck, why did I get rid of him? And then, thankfully, Maloney came out and killed it also. On my forwards, they did their job. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Actually, I can't tell if Gallon is listed as actually being in the squad. I think he might be. Probably because I had Darcy Lussick listed as playing as well as a reserve, so that's actually a little bit annoying. Just realised that. So I had 2 people. If you're wondering, Lussick's not listed there as well now because I took him off. But yeah, let's get into who I've brought in for this week. So I've brought in Tim Manor for Gravesmull. They might be thinking, Gravesmull, like, he's going to be there during Origin, but like, he just doesn't get any points. That he never really gets above what he normally gets, which is like late 20s, mid 30s. Like, just not a good Supercoach player. Maybe in real life a good player, but not Supercoach wise, and that's what we're going for. And then we have brought in Kane LG as a halfback. I had Cornish there, and I thought it was about time to sort of just get rid of Cornish. He's not going to be getting in the squad, and I think LG is going to lock down one of those positions, especially with Caesar leaving and Cherry Evans coming next year. So they're going to be trying to get him ready for next year to have a real run. So I expect him to keep his position, and he's got a pretty good average. So I expect him to go up in price as well. In terms of reserves, I put Mena as a reserve, and the reason for bringing in Mena is I don't particularly like him as a player in real life. Nothing against him, but I just don't. But he seems like one of those players who, you know, pretty solid Supercoach, plays some decent minutes, fair few runs, and I don't think he's going to get picked for Origin. So in Origin rounds, should be okay there, I believe. Hopefully, anyways. So that's definitely a plus. Having a look at my squad for Origin sort of rounds, I'm not sure how I'm going to go in the second row. Probably going to be pretty thin there. Yeah, hopefully we can squeeze out something. If Glenn Stewart doesn't play for Origin, then we could squeeze out a side possibly. But yeah, even the halves, I'm not really sure, but we'll get there. I'm willing to take a bit of a hit during Origin for the long-term success of the side. Captain-wise, we're going to keep Gallon because, you know, it was an injury and he's pretty good. He's got the highest average, I think, out of all our players. So yeah, definitely should be keeping him. Segeyaro as a vice-captain, I'm not too sure on that, but I mean, a 60 is pretty solid. I mean, it is the best. Oh, Maloney did pretty good, but one of the best in the squad. Also, I should mention Josh Morris. I talked about Aiken for a little bit, but taking Aiken out, Josh Morris named anyways to play this week. If he does pull out, or if there's any sort of doubt that he's going to be playing, I believe Bulldogs play very early on, so I think Friday night. So you can always just move Aiken straight back in. Yeah, that's basically everything that I've got to talk about. I won't sort of go on and on. I mean, everything's been done. So yeah, hopefully you go pretty well in your league or your round this week. Hopefully you can smash it. Maybe not Chicken Love Heart just this week, just so I can get the win there. But that's where I'm going to end the video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you can drop a like. It'd be very much appreciated. Subscribe to my channel. Check out all my Rugby League Live 2 stuff, my Rugby League Manager. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, at Mr. Luke YT is my Twitter handle. Also in the description below, I have a Facebook page, so you can go and like that if you want. And it's also linked to my Twitter page, so anything I tweet is also going to be put out on Facebook as well. So once again, see you guys, and thank you for watching the video. Bye!